Hi, my name is Rich Reister, bankruptcy attorney, and what you're about to see is a reenactment of what's called a meeting of creditors. Now, this is a meeting that you will have to go to if you decide to file for bankruptcy. Typically, creditors do not show up to this meeting, and this is usually the only meeting that you have to go to. Now, what you're about to see is a meeting of creditors for a typical Chapter 7 bankruptcy. Let's take a look. Mr. Johnson, could you please hand the trustee your driver's license and social security card?
Good morning. My name is Gary Glick, and I am your Chapter 7 bankruptcy trustee, and I'm operating this morning under the authority of the United States Trustee's Office. Can you please raise your right hand? You swear to tell the truth?
I do.
Okay, can you please state your name for the record?
Henry Johnson.
And please state your address.
It's 5252 Onyx Street in Richardson, Texas.
Go ahead, counsel.
Okay, Mr. Johnson, you came to my office to talk about your financial situation, correct?
Correct.
And we discussed your various options, including Chapter 7 and Chapter 13 bankruptcy, correct?
Correct.
And based on your situation, we decided to file Chapter 7 bankruptcy, right?
Right.
Okay, Mr. Johnson, could you please explain to the trustee why you needed to file this case?
About 7 months ago, I was laid off from my job, and right about the same time, my son got pretty sick, and we didn't have medical insurance, so I just had to put it on credit cards, and then I just never got a job, and it kind of spiraled down from there.
So you became unemployed, and your son got sick at the same time, which sort of caused you to not be able to meet your debts.
Correct.
Okay, and you're still unemployed at this time?
Correct.
Okay. Mr. Johnson, when you came to visit with me, you brought me a lot of information about your assets, your debts, and your income. I used all this information to prepare and file your case. Did you have a chance to review everything before I filed it?
I did.
And was everything true and correct?
Everything was correct.
Okay. Mr. Johnson, do you own any real estate at this time?
I do not.
You don't own any houses or land anywhere in the world?
No, sir.
Are you aware of any inheritances or gifts you might receive in the near future?
No.
Does anybody owe you money at this time?
No.
Could you sue anybody for any reason that you can think of?
No.
Okay. I did explain to you that if you become entitled to a lottery winning or an inheritance or any other windfall within 6 months after I filed your case, you have an obligation to let me know about that immediately before you spend that money. Do you agree to do that?
I agree to do that.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Johnson. I have no further questions.
Now, nobody owes you any money?
That is correct.
And you understand that if you become entitled to a financial windfall, you cannot touch the money, and you have to report it immediately.
I understand.
All right. It looks like all the requirements of the case have been met. I don't have any further questions. Thank you and good luck.